Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my home fragrance empties for the last few weeks. So this covers the end of November and early December. It is a snowy weekend here. Today's Sunday. I woke up Saturday morning and it started snowing at like 9 a.m. And we got a fair amount of snow. I mean, it completely covered the grass. I want to say it was like 2 to 3 inches maybe. So we have had a cozy snowed in weekend. So if it looks like I've been in sweats and pajamas all weekend, you would be correct. I have loved just snuggling up, being cozy, getting stuff done around the house. I've watched Harry Potter. Rip's been really lazy too. So it has been just such a cozy weekend. So pardon my appearance. I definitely look like I've had a snowed in weekend, but I love these types of weekends. I think they are just so nice and cozy. But my empties basket is getting out of control, and so I wanted to catch it before it got too crazy. I have Scentsy here as well as vendor wax. As always, there's timestamps in the description box so you can jump around to what interests you. But we'll start with Scentsy. Took out a scent circle from my car in Berry Blessed. This was a pretty scent. I don't know what the scent notes are, but it was a fruity berry type of fragrance. Pretty for this time of year. I liked it. And then for bars. So I've definitely started getting into my holiday melting. So even in the end of November, I was kind of over the fall stuff, ready to get into the holiday wax. And so I definitely have a good chunk of Christmas-y wax here. One thing that I've melted a lot of recently is mint. So I'm going to do these together. I have 1 bar of Peppermint Dreams. Maybe, is it going to focus? There we go. 1 bar of Peppermint Dreams. And then I have 2 bars of Creme de Menthe. So this one I got from the Mardi Gras collection that was available early 2024. And then the Peppermint Dreams I got in a flash sale. To be honest, they smell very similar to me. Both of these fragrances smell like a Andes mint. Candied type of mint with some chocolate in it. They smell really comparable to me. So one day I did, throughout the entire house, every single warmer had either Peppermint Dreams or the 2 bars of the Creme de Menthe. It was such a nice chocolatey mint throughout the whole house. Loved it, loved the combination. And then to continue on with this mint theme, in my bedroom and this wax room right now, I have Mint to Be Merry. I absolutely love this bar. I know it's a favorite of many. This is crushed candy cane, sugar, and butter cookie. It is just the best buttermint type scent. I love the bakery notes you get in this. I love the mint. It is so beautiful. This is currently out in the Scents of the Season collection. I think you have to add it to your club to pick up this bar individually. I don't think that you could just buy the bar off the website individually. You have to buy the whole Scents of the Season collection. I have quite a bit of this, so I do feel like I am stocked up. But if you like buttermint or just vanilla heavy mints, I would highly recommend it. And then today I actually just changed out the wax in my open concept. What I put in this morning was kind of starting to really die off. And so I am alternating Christmas Cottage with Homestead Holiday. Both of these are just classic holiday Christmas bars, and I was kind of looking for something for the whole open concept, and I was like, what if I mix these? I think that could be a really fun combination. Christmas Cottage has a lot of spices to it. It's orange, it's fruity. I'm not sure if it's raspberry or what kind of that red fruit note, but there is a red fruit note to me. Definitely smells like a simmer pot. This is very nostalgic, classic Christmas. You definitely have to like spice to some extent to appreciate this bar, but I really like it mixed. And I love Homestead Holiday. This is one of my favorites. Such a beautiful fragrance. Blood orange, cinnamon, and fir needles. This, you get the cinnamon and the orange, and it's similar in notes to Christmas Cottage, but you get the tree in this one so much stronger. So it's got the fir needle. I just love the tree addition, and the two of these blended together, it just smells like a perfect, cozy Christmas scent in this house. Such a good combination. Really happy with that. And then I melted some just kind of tree fragrances, definitely getting into the tree again now that it is cold out. So first up, I've got Alpine Escape. This is one of the 10 new scents to the catalog this year, and it is a winner. I don't have the notes here today, but this is tree and mint. I love the mint in this. It just makes it so fresh. I will say that the tree that's in Alpine Escape, I feel like, is a little bit of a sharper mint. You definitely, I'm sorry, not mint, the tree. The tree is sharp. So I think you definitely have to be a fan of tree to appreciate this scent, just because it is a little bit sharp. But I love it. I think it's beautiful. I love the combination of the tree and the mint together. Really, really pretty. And I have, I think, a couple more bars of that. This one, there's a couple winners of the last few weeks, but this one would definitely be one of them. And that is Very Snowy Spruce. So I knew that I loved this bar. I knew that it was a really pretty bar, but it's been, you know, a year or so since I've melted it. I'm very much a seasonal melter. I don't pull out Very Snowy Spruce in July. I definitely wait for the holidays, the winter season. So I don't know if I forgot about it or what the case was, but I put this in 6 cubes in this wax room, and then the other 2 cubes in my hall, like main bathroom. Oh my gosh. I mean, not only do I love the scent, but I left this in my warmers for 5 days before I took it out. It was such a good performer, and it smelled strong for those 5 days. And even when I took it out, I probably could have left it in a little bit longer, but at that point it had dissipated to be kind of a lighter medium throw, and so it was time to change it. But I was so impressed by the performance of this one. This is balsam, spruce, cedar branches, and pine cones. Yeah, just the most amazing tree. I think I have 3 or 4 of these in my collection, and I am really glad that I do. I'm not one to take wax out of the warmers if it's still performing. If it dies off, you know, of course, time to change it, but I don't change it just to get through my wax. I have a lot of wax I have to get through, but I really want to enjoy the scent. And so this was strong for the 5 days, so I left it in. Loved this so much. If you like tree and you want a good performing bar, try Very Snowy Spruce. That's it for Scentsy though. So if you're just here for Scentsy, thank you so very much for watching. Let's get into the vendor wax. So let's see, I've got Second and Spruce, Super Tarts, the Melted Moose, Teddy Bees, and Lavender and Speckles. We can start with the Melted Moose because I just have one. This is a Christmas shave, little scent shot. This was gifted to me from Summer Michelle. Thank you so much, Summer. This one is shaving cream, peppermint, and vanilla bean Noel. I love all 3 of those notes. This was a great performer, but really all that I got from it was the peppermint. I didn't get vanilla bean Noel. I really didn't get shaving cream. It kind of was a creamier peppermint. Pretty, and it was a good performer, but I wish I would have gotten some of the other notes. So probably not one that I would get again, but I really do love the Melted Moose's wax. From Second and Spruce, speaking of mint, I definitely have a lot of peppermint, the Empties. Finished off a clamshell in North Pole. This was a year old, so definitely time to use it. This is peppermint sticks and rich vanilla. That's exactly what this is. I took the 6 cubes and I put it in the open concept area, and this was so strong. I did 1 cube per warmer. I'm really excited to get her clamshells because her wax is so amazing, and I need to be better about what I'm buying wax-wise in general, and I have been, but I need to do even better than that. And her offering clamshells really helps because I can get a smaller amount of it, try a lot of the different scents, and a clamshell easily, because of how well her wax throws, does my open space. This was a powerhouse. Really, really strong, beautiful fragrance. If you like a very creamy vanilla heavy peppermint. And then one day I did a combination of these two fragrances. So I had it was like a 2-pack shape of buttered rum eggnog. And then I had a scent shot in just eggnog. So very similar. I don't know if that's going to focus. There we go. Very similar in fragrance. Cut this into, I think, 3 pieces, and then had the 2 pieces of the buttered rum eggnog. Put this throughout the whole open concept. Talk about an amazing wax day. This smelled so good. Her eggnog is the best out there. If you like eggnog, I would highly recommend trying Second and Spruce's. Also, Scentsy just came out with that eggnog bar that is in the Scents of the Season collection. Also fantastic. That one to me has a lot of booziness. It smells really authentic to a spiked eggnog. This one is so creamy and kind of bakery heavy, a very creamy, rich eggnog. It is stunning. Loved this day so much, and definitely would just get anything with her eggnog in it again. From Lavender and Speckles, I have a couple of scents. First up, I finished off a large bag in Christmas trees and cookies. Was really excited about this one because of the scent notes, and this smelled so good on cold. This is roasted pine cones, rich vanilla buttercream, and freshly baked cookies ready to decorate. The roasted pine cones really strong. You get the bakery heavy vanilla. This didn't perform that well for me though. So the large bags have 12 pieces, and I could do 6 pieces in my open concept, no problem. So I did this twice out of my open concept, and both times it was a really light performer. Maybe leaning medium, but more on the light side. And this isn't that old of a fragrance or anything. I get great performance from Lavender and Speckles. Stuff I've had for 2 years right when she opened that are in like the old style bags, I've gotten great performance from. So something about this just didn't work in my house. When I could smell it, I love the smell because I love roasted pine cones, but it just was a little bit lackluster in its performance. So probably not one I would pick up again, or maybe I would try it in the other formula. This one was in the soy formula. Maybe I'll try it in the olive oil formula. Then I finished off a small bag in Palo Santa. So this is a Summer Michelle blend, and I was nervous about this because it is Donut Shop, Palo, and roasted pine cones. So her Donut Shop blend is just a little bit too spicy for me. It's cinnamon sugar donuts and Palo Santo. The cinnamon is not as sweet, I think, as I would expect it to be. And so I'm not the biggest Donut Shop and Palo person. I have found a couple that I do like. The one that's with Icy Vanilla Woods, I really enjoyed. And then this one has roasted pine cones. You guys, I loved this. This was really, really pretty. I melted this in my open concept, and I just kept thinking about it and like wanting to smell it. It was a great performer. I texted Summer when I warmed this that I actually was really enjoying it. The roasted pine cones for me definitely helped. And you got the really nice kind of spicy cinnamon. You know what this reminds me of just a little bit is the Roasty Toasty from Second and Spruce. I get a similar vibe with that one, where it is a bakery heavy cinnamon, but it's heavy on the spices, but then you get the beautiful creamy woodsy roasted pine cones. Similar type of concept is what I got from Palo Santa. Really, really nice, and I actually would pick this up again, and I'm surprised about that. So that was a winner. Summer always makes the best scent combination, so I shouldn't be surprised that I actually really did like that one. And then I melted 2 items from the bourbon sampler that I was so lucky to work on with Beth. Which one do I do first? So the first one is vanilla balsam, cranberry marmalade, and then the bourbon. I melted this in my bedroom. And the idea when I came up with this was that it would be good for like Thanksgiving and Christmas, kind of that transitional period. The vanilla balsam is definitely more Christmassy to me, but the cranberry marmalade is more Thanksgiving. So I wanted this beautiful kind of transitional, holiday appropriate fragrance for both of those. And it was really nice. I definitely got the bourbon. I got the cranberry marmalade, hints of tree, but this one was not the best performer. Some of the other ones that I've had from her will go for days in my bedroom. This one died out well within a day, even when it was like in its peak, a couple of hours after putting it in my warmers. It just wasn't super strong. So probably not one that I would necessarily look to get again, but it still is a really pretty scent. Maybe I would try it in the different formula and put it in my open concept. That's probably more appropriate of a place to put it. But I wish it was a little bit of a better performer. And then bourbon and whiskey sweet. So melted this one in my bedroom as well. Whiskey sweet is the sweet whiskey Bath and Body Works type. I don't particularly care for sweet whiskey in body care. I've had it from Bath and Body Works to try. It's not a scent for me in body care, but I love it in a home fragrance. This is really stunning. The whiskey, sweet whiskey type fragrance is, I feel like, a similar scent to bourbon, where it's kind of a deeper, warm, wintertime body care fragrance, and then you're also mixing it with the bourbon. Those 2 notes paired so well together. I absolutely loved this. If you are a sweet whiskey fan and you like bourbon, get this. I absolutely want more of this. Hopefully she offers it in her next pre-order. Did I buy more of this one? She just offered some of the bourbon ones in her November pre-order, but I can't remember if this was one of them or not. In any case, it's one I definitely want to pick up more of. Okay, we talked about one winner of the week, and there's been a couple in here, but this one definitely was the other winner, and that is Super Tarts Nostalgia. So Kim, if you're watching, Kim Hearts Organizing recommended this scent to me, and it is a Jaws blend. So it is cotton candy, cactus, Jaws, sandalwood, and Christmas tree. And you guys know how I love Jaws, and so I like to try all of the Jaws blends that I possibly can. I also just love that label. That is just the coziest, nostalgic fragrance picture ever, right? So she talked about how she loved this one so much, and so when this was offered, I got 2 bricks of it. I took this and put it in my bedroom. This lasted 4 days or so before I changed it. This was stunning. Oh my God, stunning. It was beautiful. And you know what I really like about this is that it doesn't scream Jaws. And I love Jaws. I love Jaws. But a lot of the Jaws blends, you get a lot of Jaws and then a little bit of whatever the blended note is with it. This, if I didn't know it was Jaws, I don't think I would have been able to tell. That's how blended this is. What this really is a very fresh tree scent. Like, you can tell it's clean and crisp. Probably the Jaws is doing that. You get those types of very crisp, fresh notes, but again, I wouldn't pick out it was Jaws. And then you get that beautiful Christmas tree. I loved it. This is one that I would get band bags of, no question, if she offered it. It is exceptionally beautiful, and her wax does really amazing for me performance wise. I probably didn't need to do this whole brick in my bedroom, but I'm really glad that I did, because the scent lasted for so long, and every time I went in there I just was like, oh, I could smell it, and it smelled so amazing. So I only have the one brick of it left. I will be saving it probably for a little bit, but highly recommend it if you see it. I don't know if she's doing RTSs right now. I'm trying not to pay attention to her site as much as I can, but definitely one I would recommend. Okay, then the last vendor is Teddy Bees. So let's start with the samples that I went through. So these are samples that Summer made me for my Teddy Bees Master Scent List series. Are you guys watching that series? Do you like it? Does it seem fun? It's been a lot of work. It's a lot of fun going through the Master Scent List and looking at everything and pulling scents out, but I'm hoping that you guys enjoy it. So like I said, Summer sent me all these samples, which is so incredibly kind. Vanilla and stone fruit. Oh, do I really, really love this one. This is sensual vanilla, tonka bean, red plum, caramelized sugar, and peach flesh. Oh my gosh. This is beautiful. It really is a very sweet body care type of peach, but I really also get that red plum. Plum, the tonka bean, body care, peach. But the peach is not overly strong. It is not, I don't really get cat urine from peach, so I'm probably not the right person to say this, but I would be hard pressed to find anybody that thought this guy gave like the cat urine type of fragrance. If you like plum and you like perfumey, like sensual fragrances, I would really recommend vanilla and stone fruit. She just offered that in an RTS, and I'm so glad I was able to get a tub of it. I'm so glad. Coronation. I want to say this is one of Summer's favorite blends from her. Palo Santo, Frosted Birthday Cake, and Marshmallow Clouds. So I melted this sample in my bedroom. I was able to split it between 3 warmers. It was a lot in here. Not my favorite. It was fine. It was a creamy vanilla Palo. To be honest, I'm a little bit over Tiffany's Palo blends. Not that they're bad, they're fantastic, but she just has a lot of them. She has a lot with cashmere and a lot with Palo, and I'm a little bit over some of the Palo, just some of it. And so this, I didn't feel like stood out compared to other things from her shop that I have. If you like vanilla heavy Palo scents, you probably would really love this one though. And don't get me wrong, it was a good scent. It wasn't like a standout favorite. Coastal Waters. Sea salt, ocean flowers, creamy avocado, and burst of citrus. This is going in my hall bathroom right now. It is a perfect bathroom scent, and it is strong, very strong. I can smell it in there, no problem. In general, I have a harder time scenting the bathroom because it's got tile like 75% of the way up. So you've got like the porcelain sink, the toilet, the tile, like the tub. There's not much in there to kind of help absorb the scent. So I feel like I lose a lot of fragrance in there. Something has to be pretty strong for me to be able to smell it. I'm smelling this one, no problem. So it's a testament to how strong this scent is. This one is really heavy floral to me. Aquatic, ocean, flowers, tropical flowers, but it is very heavy, heavy floral. Definitely have to like floral to like this. If you don't like floral, I could see this being a little bit headache inducing. This is not one I would put in like my open concept or anything like that. This is definitely like delegated to the bathroom. I don't have any more of it. It's not one that I'm looking to get, but it's a pretty scent if you like floral. And then the last sample is Gimme Some Sugar. This was one of the forget-me-nots, maybe 2 pre-orders ago. I do have a whole one now, which is great. This is pink sugar, sweet cream, and sugar cookies. This is beautiful. You really get the sweet cream. The pink sugar is there, but it is not a super strong pink sugar. It is very well blended. I love the creaminess of the sweet cream. So if you like sweet cream, vanilla, heavy scents with like added sweetness from the pink sugar, that one's a good one. And then I melted 3 souffles. So like I said, digging into my Christmas Teddy Bees wax. So first up was Christmas Past. So this one was just offered in the most recent pre-order, but this was also offered last year. And so this particular souffle had been sitting for a year. Holiday cinnamon, falling leaves, crisp apples, crushed pine needles with hints of sweet balsam. So, so good. I loved this one so much. I did pick up another souffle of it in the RTS. Really excited to have that for next year. I didn't want to go too overboard on it or any of the Christmassy scents because I will only melt a scent like this during December, and there's so much Christmas wax out there, but this is beautiful. You get the crisp apple, but it's more of like a macerated apple or something like that. Very, very sweet. I love the tree in this. I love the balsam. There is something kind of sweet about this fragrance. And this was a powerhouse. This took over the whole blend. Actually melted this on Thanksgiving. And when my family came into the house, they said, "Oh my gosh, it smells so good in here." And this is what I was melting. So I got the family approval, and normally they're just yelling at me for the amount of wax I have. So for somebody to be like, "Oh, it actually smells really amazing in here," it's like you're vindicated a little bit. Okay, Christmas cookies. Oop. One of my absolute favorites. I feel like I don't have to talk about this one much because everybody loves this. Baked cookies, powdered sugar, buttercream, pine, and warm spices. This is unbelievable. If you can get your hands on some Christmas cookies and you've never tried it, I could not recommend this enough. I love the powdered sugar in here. It really comes out. You get the pine, you get the cookie, the baking spices. It's truly like you are making Christmas cookies and you've got a pine tree in the corner and you've got your bowl of powdered sugar that you're ready to like sift on top of your cookies. Such a classic, cozy fragrance. I love Christmas cookies so very much. And then lastly, cookies for Santa. So this is frosted sugar cookies and milk and cookies. This one, I'm like 50-50 on because this scent is absolutely stunning. You get the milk and cookies and then you get this cool glass of milk. It is beautiful. I was worried about it being a light performer based on the scent notes, but I cut my souffles into 8 pieces and put it throughout my open concept, and it was so strong, and I could smell the cookie, and it was beautiful. I was loving it. My qualm about this one is that it died very, very quickly. I have a lot of Teddy Bees that will go the entire day without me having to change my warmers. This was in my warmers for maybe 6 hours and it turned waxy. It was like dead. Not just lighter, it was very, very waxy smelling. Like I was putting my nose over all the warmers and I was like, dang, I need to change this wax. Like, it is real waxy. And I left for a while and came back to make sure I wasn't nose blind, and I wasn't. It did not last very long. I would get it again just for the, 5 or 6 hours that I had it, because it was so beautiful. Such a good creamy bakery scent. I just wish it would have lasted longer than it did. Okay, but that is it. Those are my empties for the end of November, early December. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I always appreciate you taking your time to click on my videos and watch. And for those of you that leave comments, truly, it makes my day reading your comments. I love it so very much. So thank you. With that being said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.